Well, that proves my point right there, doesn't it?
It does. The story gets worse. I finally DT-B'd her a few times. She wouldn't come home at all. I mean, 2, 3 in the morning, I'd be at home, tired from work. She wouldn't come home. Wouldn't see her till 4
By the
5
way,
in the
what
morning.
time do bars close in the state of Oregon?
2:30.
2:30. And she wouldn't come home till beyond 3.
Well, this was down in California, yeah, when I was living there.
Oh, and in California, bars close at 2, and most of them close well before 2.
I'm very aware of that. But being the puss that I was, didn't think anything about it.
Oh, boy.
I finally wised up, started listening to you, and DT-B'd her, and been happier ever since.
How did she react when you dumped her?
Got the few weeks of phone calls. I miss you. I want you back. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It won't happen again.
Yeah, you know what's really going on there. I can't pay the rent. How can I go out at night and drink and have fun if I can't have somebody paying the rent?
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was.
Oh, I know what it was.
There was one other time. You're going to think I'm a total puss for telling you this, but there's a success story. There was one time I caught her texting and talking on the phone while I was there. I ripped the phone out of her hands and said, who the, what are you talking to? It was this dude that had texted her and said, meet me at so-and-so at 3:30. Well, I was standing right there.
There you go.
So all these dudes listening to your show, they're friggin' idiots if they let their ladies go to the club with ladies' night out. Do not do it. You're only asking for trouble.
Yeah, well, that's how I see it. Yet there are people out there who are complete pussies and who just don't get it.
I was one of those. I was totally one of those.
Hey, hang on a second, Dave. Let me get Scott in here. Scott, you don't agree with Dave. Why not?
No, I think he's a actually, Tom, I've listened to you talk about this subject a number of times. And every time I listen to you talk about this subject, I think that you're backwards, and it is sort of a attitude to take.
Nothing about it. In fact, I think it takes real balls to stand up for your rights.
Well, here's the thing, man. Who cares what she does?
If all I'm doing is having sex with someone, I don't care what they do. I don't care where they go. I don't care what time they come home. If I'm paying the rent, if I'm paying for her clothes, if I'm paying the cover charge for her to get in nightclubs, then I do care. If she lets to live in her own apartment, pay her own bills, have her own expenses, decorate her own place, I'm perfectly fine with her going anywhere she wants, anytime she wants. It's when I'm paying the bills. That's when the limitations are coming into play.
Why do you have to? I never understood why you have to take such a hard line and say, well, if you're going to go out and party, then I'm just going to leave. What kind of... There's no strength in that. No man has to stand up like that. There's nothing powerful about that. That's pussy.
Are you in a relationship? Are you in a relationship right now?
Yeah, I am.
With the attitude you have, your chick is going to walk all over you. I'm telling you that right now. And I'm sure there's 3 or 4 million other guys that will agree with me.
Wait. Just let me tell you this. If she goes out and she does that and she's messing around, my philosophy is great. Go right ahead. I'll find out about it sooner or later. But
why should you have to play investigator? Why should you have to play detective?
You don't have to.
One way to guarantee it is not to pay her cover charge in the nightclubs.
There you go.
Now, why do I have to stand up and say and stamp my feet like a little kid and say, well, you can't have what you want because I'm afraid you're going to go have sex?
Your girl's gonna walk all over you. That's what kind of life you want?
Well, I've been in a relationship for 10 years, and I personally don't really care about that because if she did do that, I'd be out the door.
But how will you ever know?
How will I ever know? Tom, there's one thing that separates you from me.
Oh, yes, trust. You're a trusting person. It's all about trust.
Not even
Dave was a trusting person, too.
Absolutely it was, and she walked all over me with her 8-inch stilettos.
Here's what I'm saying. You make it sound like I trust her, and that's not the point. The point is I trust me, and the point being that I live up to my standards. And if I'm feeling she's doing that, then I live by my own rule, and she gets axed.
You know what, dude? I did that, too. I said, yeah, you can go out to the club. You're not going anywhere, because I know I can lay it to you pretty good. And she did it anyway.
What the caller's name is? Dude, you're